a very lovely evening just outside Gargrave in North Yorkshire, in the Yorkshire Dales. And this is one of the locks on the, what is it called, Pamela? The Leeds-Liverpool Canal?
Leeds-Liverpool Canal.
The Leeds-Liverpool Canal. They're quite noisy. And the road behind us is the A65.
It is.
And that heads past out of Gargrave on towards Settle and then on to Kendal and the Lake District. Now we're just doing a little bit of scouting so that in the morning we're going to be off quite early to catch the 8:30 train to Settle, and then we're doing our long walk from Settle to Malham and back to Gargrave. And there we go, there's the sign. So Skipton and Gargrave to the left, which I suppose is roughly south, and Barnoldswick, and I don't think it's pronounced Barnoldswick, I think it's something, they pronounce it something like Barnswick, in heading due north or northwest. I think we've decided in the morning we'll probably just follow the road, because Pamela says, you say that's a slightly quicker. Goes off in slightly the wrong direction. Because we've got to walk to the station, which is about 0.8 of a mile away, so just over 3/4 of a mile to get the train. So we'll take the easiest route. But this route, I think if you follow the canal, it takes you into the village of Gargrave itself. So the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, I don't know very much about it, other than it was obviously a fantastic piece of engineering to get from Leeds on the eastern side of the Pennines up and over the Pennines to Liverpool, and to make the connection between, well, I suppose, Atlantic trading and Liverpool into industrial Yorkshire around Leeds, Bradford and that area. So the canal by definition must go up and down again to get over the central Pennines, hence the locks and those locks at Gargrave. And you said you can hire boats. Yes. You can hire boats from Skipton and come out for the day.
Yeah.
And somewhere else.
Yeah, further back.
Yeah. You can either hire a boat for the day, or you can hire them for longer, a narrow boat, and come out for a week or so if you want to.
Yeah. But I think it's about £1,000, isn't it?
About £1,000 for a week's hire. Yeah.
Look, it's saying 72 hours to get to somewhere.
No, 72-hour moorings.
Oh, is that what it is?
So these are, which is 3 days, isn't it? Yeah. So you can moor up here.
For 3 days. The
Canal and River Trust got this sign in, so you can moor here. You can tie up here, and there's some rings by the canal. You can tie up here, and you're okay for 3 days, but no more than that. And then up ahead, we've got a lovely clear view of the hills. I've nearly said fells, they're not really fells, but highish mountains in the spring sunshine. And one man and his dog. Yeah, they're the ones we walked over once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So 93 miles to Liverpool and 34.5 miles, or 34.25 miles to Leeds. So another advisory sign from the Canal and River Trust, so a reminder about the 72-hour mooring. And then there's mooring for water point only 1 hour maximum. So the water point is probably where, I don't know whether it's in that cupboard on the wall or further along. So you can, I was going to say park up, but you can moor for an hour and get your water on board, your fresh water. So I don't know whether it's in that cupboard there, it might be. There's something else here, this might be for the locks, I don't know. See, I'm pretending to be an expert on canal boating, and I know nothing about it. No idea what that is. Oh, that might be. That's a standpipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to know what you're doing. So that's your water.
Well, it tells you it's an Edwards standpipe, so they'll have some sort of access to
If you
it.
want to demonstrate that, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. And you see what you need is, if you've got a canal boat, you'll have the top bit of the tap to make it work, and you need that. And obviously, it's not there normally. Otherwise, the ne'er-do-wells would be fiddling about with it all the time and wasting the water. So you need to have the top bit of the tap.
Yeah, there's a lock here, so they
The
could
switch.
lock it down,
Yeah.
but they haven't.
Yeah.
So you can just lift it, but you
See,
need
Pamela's
whatever.
demonstrating this. She's good. She knows what she's doing, you see.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. So we've got another set of locks here.
And there's a toilet block and
Oh yeah, look at this.
shower.
Here we go. Look, boaters' facilities.
Yeah.
It's always interesting. You come out, you see places, you see what you find. So you've got, well, it's finished now. That's gone. Gargrave Village Hall, their flea market's gone. It's a warning about blue-green algae. The coffee morning's gone. The film night is King Richard. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's gone. So obviously that's how they keep the community together. They have the film nights, and then from the 14th of April, at Wednesdays at 9 and Thursdays at 9, they've got the Tai Chi, Qigong. So you can come down to, well, it's outdoors at Water Street Green. You do your Tai Chi. There we go. And there's yeah, there's your toilet, or it's for emptying your onboard toilet cassette or tank or equivalent. You can't pump out, but you've got your other facilities. It's quite something. I mean, there aren't any boats here, but it tells us a little bit about it. And it tells us here, Gargrave is a large, characterful village situated at the northernmost point of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Gargrave is located on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales National Park, making the village a great starting point for walks and bike rides. The attractive village centre is home to a range of shops, restaurants, cafes. The historic St Andrew's Church, built in 1521, walks along the River Aire. And there we go. Gargrave Railway Station offers direct links to Leeds, the famous settled to Carlisle line, Lancaster and Morecambe, or Morecambe as it's more normally pronounced. There we go.
Now we've actually walked down to where the Pennine Way crosses.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is good. And this is Highland Lock on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. But no boats passing through at the moment. That would have been quite nice to capture that. So the Pennine Way makes its way through here and heads north to Malham. And we should be passing through Malham on our walk on Tuesday. So along the towpath, Blackburn 37.5, Liverpool 93.5, Skipton 4 3/4, Leeds 33 3/4. So you head on that way. It's a very fine village hall, and they're proudly flying a Union flag. That's good to see. And the library is based there as well, and a snooker club. So you can come down and have a good read, get your books, and then you can go and pot some balls.
Sounds.
Just relaxing by the village. It's not really a village green, but this very pleasant green area by the river. What a rare sight these days. Old style telephone kiosk, and it has got a telephone in it, which is possibly in working order. Looks like it is. But yeah, it's a bit of a rare event these days. It's a bit noisy here because we're right by the main road, and it's busy. But this is the bridge over the River Aire in Gargrave, and St Andrew's Church just up ahead of us. And the daffodils are still absolutely superb up here. Where we are a bit further south, the daffodils are past their best. But here, 120, 140 miles further north, they're still in their prime, really. Really good. The river is quite low at the moment, isn't it? It's obviously, I mean, it's flowing, but it's relatively shallow. You can see well, from the exposed stones and pebbles, you can see that it's often up higher than this. So that hopefully bodes well for when we're out walking higher up, that all being well, it's not too wet and muddy underfoot in places. But part of the experience will be finding out. There's one brave mallard duck paddling like mad trying to get himself upstream, and there's a little memorial here to somebody called Dave Rayner. Dave Rayner, pro cyclist, everybody's friend. So we'll have to research him and see if we can find out a little bit more about him. So presumably be somebody who lived in the area, cycled and trained in the area. Died, well, he would have been 27, quite young. But remembered in a very quiet spot by the river. Well, quiet despite the background sound of the traffic. And you get these wonderful juxtapositions often in these villages. So we've got the Union flag and the evergreen tree and the daffodils. We've got, as you get in almost any town or village of any consequence, there's the war memorial. And then across the road, Bollywood cottage, Indian restaurant. And they're proudly displaying a sign. They obviously won a prize a few years back for the quality of their food. So you've got a little bit of all sorts here. We might well regret this, but we're going to have a go at the stepping stones. We're going to have to try this. What do you think? Do you want to go first? Shall I? Now, if you fall in or something, it might go viral. It's what we need. It's what we need for my channel. Are you going to stand there in the middle and give us a wave? That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, we keep going. We go across the other side. Don't. You're having a bit of a wobble there. Yeah, she's done it, look. There's no stopping her. I think these might be old millstones. They've got a hole in the middle. Yeah, it might be. Mind you, we're going to have to go back, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a walk.
That's a walk down to the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite. You get a scenic view though from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get quite a nice view looking back at the village.
Yeah.
But having come across, we're going to have to go back because we're on the wrong side of the water now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, I
Sounds
made
right.
it. So.
Leaving Gargrave and back to the canal, and takes a bit of getting used to, because the canal comes through here and the River Aire is just a few hundred meters to our left, where, I mean, the houses across there follow the River Aire. So the canal and the river frequently are very close to each other without ever touching. And the Anchor Inn, where we're going to have our supper tonight, and we've got a bed for the night, is just here. And we're all settled in, we're all organised, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. And you're looking forward to your dinner, aren't you? Yeah. You're hungry, are you?
Yeah.
You're going to have a pint of beer.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Get yourself well
yes.
supplied,
Yes.
well prepared for our walk tomorrow.